Hello friends, today we are going to learn very important topic user defined function and procedure. What is the definition of user defined function? Function is a set of instruction used to perform well defined particular or specific task. How to write function in case of VB.NET, or what are the advantages of function? The first advantage is very important advantage is function plays very important role in memory management, as well as whenever you write any program by using function, then that program consumes less memory as compared to your normal program. By using function you can split your big program into small modules known as modular approach of function, as well as you can call whenever you create the function, then you can pass different set of arguments to function. Different set of means what? If you want to print, you want to call the you want to repeat the calculation for multiple set of values, and same calculation you can use by using function, then only single part of function you can call number of times to perform same calculation by using different values. That is avoid repetition of code. Okay, how to write function in VB.NET? You can write function either public or private. Function is a keyword, then write a name of function. In bracket there are arguments, or there is no argument. You can write function by using different set of arguments, or not, or no argument, or with single argument also. After, as there is return type, which type of return value you want to return by using function, that is integer, single, etc. Block of function end with end function. Okay, there is one more important part is user defined procedure. Now, what is the definition of function? Function is a set of instructions used to perform well-defined specific tasks. But in VB.NET, function must return a value. But what is procedure? The definition of procedure is same as function. Procedure is also a set of instructions used to perform well-defined particular task. But procedure never return any result. It is a big difference or main difference between function and procedure. Function must return result, whereas procedure never return result. Okay, let us see the example. Suppose here function is always outside the main program. You can write function either public or private. Here I write function private, the function keyword. Suppose simple function we want to perform here some number, and here we want to pass two integer, sorry, n1 as integer, comma, n2 as integer. Okay, as well as this function return integer value as integer. Now simply use here return statement and pass the value of n1 plus n2. Now let us call this function under the main program. Suppose here simply we take two input values. Okay, the first value is a, suppose, sorry, dim a as integer is equal to console dot readline. The second value is of b. Okay, now the declare the third value dim c as integer and call within this variable. You can simply call a function some number and pass here two arguments. First argument is of integer type a and second one is of b. Now whenever this function is executed successfully, then you will get result in c. Then simply print the value of c. Okay, Now you can call such function number of times. Whenever your function returns some value, then you can also directly call this function. Suppose here I use fixed value sum of 10 and 20 is equal to, here you can directly call function sum number, pass here 10 and 20. Okay, close program. Okay, now let us run it. Set the model to enter two values. You will get we got result 35 as well as sum of 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. Okay, like this you can easily create function. Now let us see some logical example of function. Here we have function of power. We want to pass here two values. First is base number, second is power, that is exponent value. We need here one more variable I and product, because if the power is 2, power is 3, the base number is 2, then 2 multiply 3 times. If the power is 3, base number is 5, then 5 multiplied 3 times. Therefore, the logic is set one variable, start from 1 to p, that is given power, and whenever suppose your power is 3, then when the I is 1, then for example number base number is 2 and exponent value is 3, then what happen? 2 into sorry, power is 1 na, 1 into 2. Okay, I get plus plus, then 2 into 2 4, again I get plus plus, then 4 into 2 8, and at that time the condition get false, and then return the final product. It's like a logic of factorial. You can also apply the different logic here. Now let us call this function within the main program. We have here base number and exponent value. Simply here we take one variable and pass here base number and exponent value to power function, and here we simply print the value by using in manually power form. Okay, it is a sign of power, that is here is the concatenation power of base number, then cap after that exponent value, then equal to, and then number. Okay, now enter two values. Suppose base number is 2, sorry, let us set the property. Base number is 2, suppose power is 3, we will get answer 8. Okay, you can also apply function with factorial. Suppose the n is 5, then 5 into 3, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, that is multiply the value multiple times with the fact, return factorial. You can also call this function number of time. Therefore here we define range, ask user to enter range for factorial. Number should be start from 1 till the given range, and pass this number to function. Suppose the range is 5, then factor of 1 2 3 4 and 5. Here suppose let us pass range of 10. Suppose the range of 10, then 10 times function get called. Okay, like this you can use function and function part. Then the question is how to convert this function to procedure. Let us convert this function to procedure. Suppose here again procedure is either public or private. Procedure start from sub sum number, and here pass two argument, but procedure never return result. Simply here directly print console dot right line sum of numbers is equal to and n1 plus n2. Okay, now here call the procedure is directly called, or you can also use here call keyword for calling the procedure. The name of procedure is sum num. You can also call it, but this procedure never return a value, therefore it is not a valid statement. It is also not a valid statement. Name of the procedure is sum num. You can either call procedure by using call keyword, or you can directly call the procedure. Let us see the preview output. Okay, either call the procedure by using call keyword, or you can directly call this procedure, but here you never return a value. Then let us see create one more procedure. Let us create the program where we don't need to return anything. Simply create procedure of print pattern sub print star pattern print pattern. Here we want to pass one value in as integer. Okay, now simply declare here dim I comma j as integer, then for I equal to 1. Do you remember patterns of asterisk graph patterns n? Then for j is equal to 1 to I, and simply print here star. And within outer loop use console dot empty right line function or new line. Okay, this procedure is created. Now let us call it. Okay, here ask user to enter number of rows. Then there is dim r as integer is equal to console dot read line. Okay, now let us call a procedure call print pattern and pass here the value of row. Oh, sorry, again set the property. Number of rows are suppose 7. Here are you. Okay, like this you can create a number of procedure. Let us create one more procedure. In that case there is no possibility to return any value because the logic is swapping of two values. In case of swapping we never return value, because by using function only single value can be written, and if you want to reflect the multiple values by using function, then you can use either you can use procedure. But in procedure For example, in this procedure, this value is this argument is of by value type. You can also use argument by reference type. What is the difference between by value by reference? Let us see it. The first procedure is of call by value, public sub call by val. Here simply n1 as integer, n2 as integer. Here we need one more value, temp as integer. We simply swap this value by with the help of temp. n1 n1 equal to n2 and n2 equal to temp. Okay, but this argument of by value. Now let us create one more procedure. All these values are local, therefore we can easily repeat it. Reference, but instead of by value, use here by reference. Arguments are same, logic is same. Now let us create main. Okay, suppose first we pass here two values. So first we call procedure of call by value. Let us create it by using variable. Them number one, number two as integer. It is more understandable, or it is more easy to understand. Okay, number one. Okay, now let us print the value of number one, number two, or let us pass this value to first call by value procedure. Pass here number one and number two. Okay, okay. After calling this procedure, let us print the values. Number one is equal to and number one and number two is equal to and number two. Okay. After that, call procedure of call by reference. Pass here the same numbers. After swapping by value. Okay. After swapping by reference. You can also write here constant and and VB new line and okay, there is extra line is created. Okay, now let us close program. Let us run it. Suppose the first value is 100, second value is 222. Okay, after call by value, what happen? The argument only pass by value, that is the address of arguments appearing in function in this procedure part is different from function argument appearing main part. But in case of call by reference, there is link between the addresses of actual argument and formal argument. Therefore, changes are directly reflected to one another. Let us see the preview. Suppose here we give breakpoint. Here also we give breakpoint. Okay, run the program. Put two values. Okay, what happen whenever this procedure get called? Then see here your number one and number two get change. Number one is 2 2 and number two is 1 1. Okay, but whenever you get back to main, the changes are not reflected because addresses are different. But in case of call by reference, the same thing is performed. Number one is 2 2 and number two is 1 1. But in this case, there is a link between memory addresses of n1 and number one, n2 and number two. Therefore, you will get the changes. Okay, it is a difference between call by value and call by reference. In some cases, you can use call by value. Mostly we use call by value argument. But in some cases, if you want to reflect directly value, then you can use call by reference as an argument. Okay, thank you.